Hey guys, sorry I've been gone so long. I've been sick for like ever. I hate it, but I've been listening a lot to this. There's a cool YouTube channel. I believe his name is Evan Carmichael, and he does these like 10 principles of success. So he'll profile these, you know, entrepreneurs or famous people and kind of give their top 10 rules of success, at least what he's been able to find, in the media. And it's really cool because, it's like Denzel Washington, Will Smith, there's Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, all these, Steve Jobs, a lot of cool entrepreneurs that have done insanely well for themselves. And so as I listen to those, I'm constantly, looking for themes like, okay, what crosses the board, between all of these guys. And some that have resonated with me and I've heard several times, and maybe it's just, my past or whatever, but for some reason I keep hearing a couple of principles. One is you've got to love your product, like love what you're doing. And I've heard that in investing too, right? When you're investing in a whether you're on the stock market or you're like an angel investor or venture capitalist, whatever, you've got to really like, if you love the company you're investing in on the stock market, you're much less likely to get too emotionally freaked out when things go bad and sell at a bad time, right? You'll just hang on because like, man, this is a good company. I'm in it for the long haul, right? So like, I have a few different investments, but like for example, Amazon. I feel pretty confident that Amazon is like the new Walmart and that over the long run, it's going to do great. And so, I've been buying Amazon up for quite a long time, but I was talking to a friend the other day, and as many of you, that watch the markets know that Amazon, it was up in like the $700 range, but a lot of people were projecting like it's going to go all the way down to $400 per share. Because it's inflated, right? It's a little too bullish, and there's some things coming down the pipeline that might, in the long run, be beneficial, but in the short run, gonna lower profits, all this stuff, right? Well, it came true. Started kind of crashing, went all the way down to like the upper 400s. And a lot of people, when that kind of thing happens, they just start freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I've lost all this money, whatever. But because I'm emotionally invested in Amazon as a quality company and something that I personally enjoy and also I think is going to be good for the long run, all this stuff, I'm like, man, whatever, it'll get back there eventually. And lo and behold, 2 months later, it's already right. It's just about to crack 600 again, and it's like, oh, happening faster than I even projected, right? It's coming back, and I've been at peace the entire time. I'm not going to bail and make a bad decision because I have some sort of emotional thing, right? So if it's a product you're selling or a business you're starting, if you're in it just to make money, that's your only thing. Like I just want to make money. I've done the market analysis, and this product probably can make money. Well, you might make a little money, but you're not going to do great, and you probably aren't going to change the world with it, right? So it's like you might run out of steam. You might get fed up. It'll just turn into a job instead of a passion, and your goals might change. Your vision might change if you're not in it, right? If you don't really love it. So that's one thing. Don't work for a company or sell for a company or sell a product or buy a business that you're not really into, that you don't like many aspects about it. Another one is you cannot look at failure as like an end. Like if people, like all these amazing entrepreneurs, they look at failure as like straight up just education. There's no, do you like that watch? There's no thought of like, what if I fail? Like a lot of them are just like, oh, sure, we're going to fail. That's no big deal. We'll learn a lot in the process. It's like they have such a different attitude about failure from those people that are in the like traditional line of like get your education, have something to fall back on, protect your downside. Like, of course you protect your downside, but it's different for those that are in entrepreneurship versus those who are in the, streamlined employee industry, right? They all look at failure as learning opportunities and something that is expected to happen. Like, if you haven't failed several times, you probably just don't know very much then. and in fact, I've heard of companies that won't even hire people unless they've had an investment where they lost $1 million once, at least once before. And if you're an entrepreneur, you probably are going, well, yeah, obviously, like, because then they've failed and they've learned and they've grown, and now they're not going to fail on our dime. They'll probably bring all this wisdom. So it's an interesting topic, interesting theme, but you should check out that YouTube channel. Profiles a lot of great entrepreneurs, and also, just emphasize how important it is to have like a specific attitude towards the business that you're running, and the attitude towards failing over and over in businesses. Historically, most millionaires have failed at least twice in business before their third one, took. So that says a lot about failure, right? You learn so much more when you're in it. Like, sitting in a classroom learning about business, you'll learn some stuff, and you'll gain some skills that are probably needed to get to be successful, but you don't learn near as much reading about it or talking about it or listening to someone as you do when you're like going for it, right? As you're going down the path, you'll get a call that says, hey, you don't have the license to do this, and you go, oh crap, well, how do I get that license? And they'll tell you, and then you go through the process, right? You're going about, and you've got a customer that wants this or has this complaint, and you go, oh man, how are we going to deal with this complaint? And you take it on and you learn, right? You run into a situation where you need more product and you've got to raise capital and you don't have the capital. Well, you go figure it out, right? You start talking to people, you pitch people, you learn how not to pitch people and how to pitch people to raise capital. Man, you learn so much more when you're in it. So expect to fail sometimes and be grateful for the opportunity to learn. So anyway, we'll catch you next time. Head over to the website, check out the videos that I've recommended, the books list, and many other articles and things. So we'll catch you later.